Hey Epic Games, you remember back in Chapter 5 Season 1 months ago when you were like, hey, you know what, we understand that players aren't happy with the UI, we'll have it fixed in the next coming updates. Well, it still hasn't come and the UI is ridiculous. We're going to talk about that today in just a second because there was another update to the UI and I'm like, okay, it's time to fix the locker update now. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle, I'm your guy with too many YouTube channels. Let's talk about some Fortnite updates. So guys, if you guys follow the channel, you would know that I'm Epic Games I'm one of their biggest supporters. I appreciate the devs and all of the hard work that they do. But come on Epic Games, why are we getting UI updates that are nothing that anybody asked for? And this has kind of been the story about UI updates in Fortnite. Every single time something's okay and people like it, Epic's like, hey, let's update it, let's change it, and then they always change it for the worse. I will admit, I do like the past couple UI changes. They're very, very small. Maybe that's why, because it's not some groundbreaking new thing that I need to learn that's clunky and doesn't make sense. I want to, and this is the inspiration for this video, I want to bring you over to a tweet by FireMonkey over here. Epic have continued to update the UI, this update changing the design of button prompts in the lobby and in-game when interacting with and picking up items. And you can see by the tiny picture there, I don't know if you noticed, I personally noticed in-game. Now, you have if you remember I don't know what color it is for everybody else, but I play on Xbox controllers, so if I were to have an option to pick something up, my blue X button would have this circle that's blue, and now it's white with the letter X being blue. I actually think it's a really clean change, and I don't mind it at all. I think that it's not a big deal, and it's just a little tiny quality of life update. Plus, I also like the new Ready Up system. I like the way that you can tell if people are speaking without just the microphone. I like those two little updates, but why is this the focus right now? When you have so many players for so long, and even the most faithful fans like myself, the guys who I talk so highly about Epic Games and all of their employees. I have been critical about the locker update. People like me, I don't think anybody is happy with the state of the locker right now. And what really bugged me is that Epic Games said that they would be changing the locker UI and they never did. It's just a complete empty promise. I would understand even if they just didn't say anything, but they said they would fix it and we're still sitting here not fixing it. I'm hoping with all of my heart that Chapter 6 has a drastic change to presets and the locker. I'm not here to dive into what exactly is wrong with the locker. We all know that it's horrible, okay? Made an entire video talking about that. I'll link it at the end of the video if you guys are interested, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. Everybody unanimously doesn't like it. I'm hoping that in Chapter 6, we have a change to it. I don't even need it to look pretty. I just need it to be functional. I need to be able to have all of my skins and emotes and things together that we've been used to for so long. If it's not changed in Chapter 6, I will really drastically lower the amount of money that I am putting into this game because I am no longer using the skins that I like, and I've been barely spending money in general. Like, off the top of my head, I couldn't skip out on a TMNT collab. I get that, and I understand the whole vote with your wallet type thing, but I kind of am. I'm only really buying things that I really like. I bought the goldfish skin, I bought the TMNT skin, and there's other things here and there. I'm sure there's emotes that I bought that I'm not thinking about off the top of my head here, but I used to just, hey, I like that, I'm gonna get it. I'm not really spending money on this game anymore, and I would imagine that for most people this isn't the case because Epic Games hasn't said anything. If enough people were voting with their wallet, then we would have seen a change to the presets a long time ago, but I think it just shows that Epic Games doesn't need to do it. Either that or, and I don't like to sit here and talk about as if I know what it's like to develop a game. I don't, and I'm sure there is so much more work that goes into fixing a UI than we kind of understand. But when you have something that's this bad, in my opinion, this is a must fix. It'd be different if it was like the item shop. It'd be different if it was discovery. If it was things like that can wait, it's still functional. The locker UI actively takes away from our player experience because I don't care anymore. It just made me not care. If I want to go find a map on Discovery, yeah, Discovery's still clunky. The sorting of Discovery, there's so many different things that need to be changed. But at the end of the day, if I want to play Finest Realistics, I can play Finest Realistics. I just flat out don't care about my skins anymore, my lockers. I've had the presets that have been in there and I haven't cycled them through at all. Whatever's there, I leave on random. I don't bother with it. And it's incredibly disappointing because I am somebody who really enjoys Fortnite skins. I enjoy making the presets. I enjoy syncing up all the emotes and the wraps and kind of making these cool combos. I used to take a look at Fortnite fashion on the Fortnite BR subreddit. That was a cool thing too. I just don't care about it anymore. The reason that I'm talking about this again is because we are getting, with the last 2 updates, we've been getting changes to the UI. Why is that the priority? You've had months now, Epic Games, to fix this. You don't even need to fix the design. You can leave the metaverse type thing. You can leave it as bland as you want it to be. Just make it functional. Make it so I can group what I want to group with it together. And I know that the vast majority of the player base feels the same way as me on this. This is the one thing that's been the Fortnite community can agree on for so long now. It doesn't hurt. That's not the right word for it. But it's very disappointing to see from Epic Games, somebody who I continuously defend and continuously defend that they're developers. They work so hard. There's probably way more that goes into it than just, okay guys, we'll fix the locker, be right back. I understand there's more to that, but Epic Games themselves said that this will be coming in the next few updates, and then do they just expect us to forget about it? It's a completely empty promise, and I understand that there is a lot on their plate right now. I've been cutting them a lot of slack for the updates that we've had in Chapter 5. Not necessarily the updates, but the lack of passion isn't the right word for it too, but there's been some things, there's been some underlying problems throughout the entirety of Chapter 5 that I've been excusing because there's so much work to do behind the scenes. But this is something they said they would fix, and they still haven't done it, and we're still getting here and logging on to Fortnite in brand new updates and seeing that there has been updates to the UI. Why are we playing with different things? Why are we adding new things? Why is it the locker that you're not working on and instead you're working on different elements of the UI? Why are you improving this UI in different ways besides the drastic way that you do need to improve it? And I understand the position that I'm in. It's not my game. I don't feel entitled. I don't think... Pause there. Are we owed this because Epic Games said so? It'd be different if Epic Games said, okay, we've changed our mind, we're going to wait until Chapter 6 to fix the locker presets. That's their decision. Now it's just an empty promise, because I was about to sit here and say, like, we're not owed anything, this isn't our game. But at the end of the day, that's still correct. But on the other side of the coin, Epic Games said this is something that they would fix. So that's an interesting take. I would love to know what you guys think about that down below afterwards, but this just goes to show, man, this community has such a problem with communicating what is actually wrong with the game. Because if you think about it from Epic Games' perspective, first of all, for something like the locker UI, they have to know about it. They have to. There's no way they don't know about it. But when it comes to having your voices heard and needing something changed for the game, this community gets so bent out of shape and starts doxing and insulting Epic Games at every little point in turn. They could add Samus to the update and people would be like, well, she's not orange enough. That's what people would say, and then they would actually get insulting to they would start insulting the player devs and going way overboard about it. We make such a big deal about nothing. We attack Epic Games for no reason. We offer zero constructive criticism. Zero. When you look at the entire player base, it's got to be less than 1% constructive criticism. Constructive criticism can be incredibly, incredibly healthy, and we can help Epic Games make the game that we want. But this community goes so far. And now, when there's a change, and now when we're sitting here saying, Epic Games, why are you updating the locker UI, or why aren't you updating the locker UI, and you're updating other elements of the UI when you said that you would a long time ago? They're not going to hear that. They probably don't even listen to everybody at this point. They probably listen to nobody after this entire season, and the seasons prior to it. This community has reached a point where nobody is worth listening to. We need to change that, and that's why I love what we have over here on this channel, because there are so many of you guys, and I really honestly appreciate you guys who always leave your comments down below, because you offer constructive feedback. Even when you challenge my ideas, it's more often than not very constructive, very healthy, and you guys make me think, so I really appreciate that. And my hope is that one day we can have enough influence where we can overtake the idiots online just spewing hate for no reason. I understand when it comes to some things, it's for a reason, but it's still not justified. You need to offer a company like Epic Games constructive feedback, ways to help them. And this is why I really appreciate you guys that are here. Let me know what you think about this UI down below. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for watching. If you're interested, I made an entire video back at the beginning of Chapter 5, diving deep into the locker and my issues with it. You can check it out right here on screen, guys. I will see you over there or in the next video. Take care.